Thank you for joining us today on this episode of Kyber Clips. We're here today to talk about common questions we hear around CMMC and the CMMC process. I'm joined by Bob Thomas, CIO, CISO for Kyber and our clients. I'm Mike Jafrida, President of Kyber Security. Hopefully this information will help educate you so you could be more prepared for the process that you have to undergo if you do need to be CMMC compliant. So maybe we'll just start, Bob, by telling us what is CMMC compliance. What's the hubbub?
What's all the hubbub, Bub? So, Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification is what CMMC stands for, just another acronym in our world. It is the latest incarnation of the Department of Defense's attempt at securing technology and military information so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and it's getting pushed down through every piece of the defense industrial base. So anybody that plays in that realm, that deals with what we're going to talk about in a minute, federal contract information or controlled unclassified information, needs to have controls, programs, plans in place to protect that data. And this used to be referred to as DFARS, DFARS, or 800-171 as the procurement mechanism for people buying and selling inside the defense industrial base from one contractor to another, or subcontractor, I guess, in order to make something like the Sikorsky Black Hawk helicopter, for instance. You know, there's 1,000 parts in that thing. They probably don't come from one or two people. They are coming from literally 100 different suppliers or more, and everybody along that food chain needs to be in compliant. Like I said, 800-171 was the compliance previously. CMMC is the new animal, the new sheriff in town, I guess, is what it's referred to. And I say sheriff, not just because it's a joke, but there's enforcement that comes with this. There's audits. Yes, there's self-assessment. But at level 2 and level 3, there is mandatory audits that are going to be taking place every 3 years at level 2, and it will be an independent outside auditing firm that will come in and will determine whether you are compliant with all the controls that are required to protect that information. If they say no, that's it. You will not get awarded any contracts. That's what's coming down the line.
So the prior system, NIST 800-171, DFARS,
Yep.
The controls for level 2 of CMMC are the same as NIST 800-171,
Right.
DFARS. However, the way that you've implemented those controls, or whether or not you've actually implemented those controls, regardless of what you checked off on the self-assessment in the past, will now be validated.
It will be validated, and there's even some more complexity as to how they're being implemented now and what they're looking for on that auditing process. They're looking for what they say is true governance. They want to make sure that there's policy, there's procedures, there is meat behind exactly how you're executing this. This is not happenstance.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Sure.